think I took you into over the year I was driving back and forth through 75, but what I left out when I was telling my story was when I got recruited to come here by the recruiter, with a person, I don't know if it's a recruiter or just a person who tells you everything they offer and all that stuff. What they left out was two things. One, the sleep apnea test. They don't tell you about that. They don't tell you about the sleep apnea test. And you have to take a whole nother physical. And then this physical, say you get hurt or something out here on the job, they have a whole nother physical they do just for Martin. Say you get hurt out on the job, what they do is they test your strength, see how flexible you were, whatever. So if you do get hurt and you're not able to work, you got to go in there and perform those same exercises all over again and show that you can't do that stuff. So they know that you're not faking or whatever. And it's a little Asian dude that does it. I do not like it. He made me feel very uncomfortable doing that test. I ain't got nothing against nobody, but this dude, he made me feel real uncomfortable doing that test. But he's touching all over you, putting these sticky things on you and all this crap. So that has to be done. Then some guys got a chance to pick out their trucks. These guys, new guys, when they came there, one guy knew somebody, so he got a T680 in Kentworth. But after I asked him if he cared if he had it, he was like, "No, I don't care what kind of truck I get." And the guy came to him and said, "Oh, I got that T680 for you." And he looked at me, I was like, "This man," I was like, "Yeah, some of them dudes everywhere." Right now, I'm on my way to Indianapolis, and the cold was different up here, man. Like I was at the bottom part of Kentucky, just across the Tennessee border. It's 50 degrees. I've been driving for 30, 40 minutes now. It's 30 degrees. Like it's different. I got out of the pilot to get myself something to eat, and man, the cold just hits you different. So I advise you not to do the dumb mess and try to walk around with a t-shirt on. Oh, I'm just hopping up the truck for a second. That's all it takes for you to get sick. That 1 second. That 1 second of hopping out with a underdress, nothing on your head. Like I keep something on my head. If I don't have a hat on I have a hoodie. I put my hood on my head, my earphones, keep my ears covered. I get sick easy. And I'm from the Northeast. And I get sick easy. But up here, this Northwest, this cold is different up here. It's Midwest up north, way cold. Way more. I think it's colder than it is on the east up north. So yeah, so they had me take the other test. Then he writes everything down or whatever, and then you end up getting your truck. Now during the winter, when you drive for Marten Transport, which I didn't experience at Stevenson, they have you put the bottles of anti-gel in your truck. Like I had to put a bottle in because I know I'm going up here, it's going to be below 30 degrees. I guess it's below 35, 38, something 36, something like that. They want you to put anti-gel in. So that's what I just got finished doing when I left that pilot. Ready to run through the system when I stopped the lake. Because, but I never experienced trucks not starting in the winter. Man, I've been driving that long. It's only my third winter I've experienced. So I don't know what. Kentworth didn't start up because it was cold out. Maybe it's a Freightliner thing. I don't know. Maybe it's a ragged ass Freightliner. But yeah, so I experienced that with putting the stuff in the truck. Another thing about Marten, I noticed that when I left Stevenson, I was used to somebody not really holding my hand but my logs, but you're basically on your own. How you do your logs. I got in DOT. I have gotten DOT since I've been out here. Lucky my logs are straight. So I don't know about now. I've done some shady stuff over the past week, but as far as I know right now, my logs, they're pretty much straight. I don't think I would get put out of service or something because of the law, a big fine or something. But my thing every once in a while, if I'm running out of hours at the end of a day, I don't want to keep myself on duty fuel when I'm getting fuel. If I'm trying to find somewhere to park, I try to keep that time, and they always get on me about that. So I do it like once a month. I might do that. Wow, these people really live out in the middle of nowhere out here. I don't know how to do it. I don't know how to do it. Yeah, I'm on my way for a night live unload, 9 o'clock at night in Indianapolis, so the Gatorade place. I'm not sure if I've been there. I don't think I've been there. Picked up at the Gatorade place down in Florida, one in Atlanta, outside of Atlanta. Oh, they were slow, way slow. Like I should have been. I was at that ship for 4 hours. I should have been 2 hours ahead of where I'm at right now. Should have let me know. I would have had, I would have probably just started to drive instead of me now having to start driving way early. I had to start driving like 3 o'clock. Because you got these hills and stuff to go up, and I'm in this truck. The truck is not that strong. And we're limited to 65. Limited to 65, so alright, I'm staying in the lane, man. I hate when people try to pass you and they're only going like maybe 65 and a half, 66. And you holding up all the other truckers behind you with that dumb mess. And I'm not slowing down to let you in. Like, why would I slow down? You had no business trying to go around me. It's dumb. But I wish I could put my camera flip around. I could show you this idiot. He's riding right beside me. The other truck had to go over in the third lane and go around his slope line. He wants to ride beside me. So he's passing me. But you know how it is when somebody's like 1 mile an hour faster than you? Yeah, it takes them forever to get past you. I'm not gonna hold my phone up to the window. That's his mess, man. I ain't got time for it. Yeah, but that's the kind of dumb stuff you got to put up out here, man. You got to watch out for yourself. Put yourself in that position. Like, I would never put myself in that position of what he's doing. Like, if I just couldn't get around a person, I would get mad, but I would just slow down. So like, yeah, I can't get around you. I'm just gonna slow down. Get behind you, or stay behind you to begin with. So, yeah, but Martin's been alright with that. They don't hold your hand as far as your logs are concerned. They don't. You don't get calls all day. Like Steve's just bugged the hell out of me. I mean, all day just calling. Oh, and I think that's because you stay out 3 months at a time before you come back to the yard. Yeah, it's a good parking spot. But another thing about Martin is you can only get fuel at Pilot and Flying J. Every once in a while there's a TA on your trip plan list. And they do the trip plan by when you do a search. You do a search, and then it hit fuel, you hit fuel, and then it go fuel stops along the way. You hit fuel stops along the way, that's your trip plan. That's how they say your trip plan is being. So, but Steve said we were so used to it actually being almost like printed out for you, like, this is your fuel stop here, so many gallons to get you here, then so many gallons to get you this place, and then so, you know what I mean, that's how they did it at Stevenson. But here, it's like they give you a list of fuel options along the way, and you can choose to get fuel from those places. Sometimes I comply with it, sometimes I don't get fuel any Pilot and Flying J. Sometimes I go along with it. It plans on, I don't know why, I mean because I did the Alliance program so long, I'm not used to filling up. I don't fill the truck up. Like I put like 50, 60 gallons in at a time, and then I just get some more fuel along the way as I'm going. It becomes a reason for me to take a break, stop, use the bathroom, get fuel, boom, jump back in the truck, all lands, and I'm going again. So maybe I still got that in me. I don't know, but I've only filled up twice full of fuel, and once was by mistake because I got caught up washing the windows, and then something came up, bucket spilled over, a whole bunch of nonsense. Then I turned around and the handle clicked, and I was like, oh shoot, I just filled the whole truck up with fuel. But lucky I wasn't loaded that heavy that day. I think I was on like 30-something thousand pounds. So yeah, that's considered to be light. And these reefer side, that's considered to be a light load. 33,000 pounds, considered to be a light load. But usually everything I get, like I got now, 42, 45, 44, 46, 45. Like it ain't. I've had one time when my steers were over like 400 pounds. This is at Marten, not at Stevenson. And called and he was like, oh man, so me and my dumb man, I just went on, took it in. Got called in to be weighed. And the scale thing, they didn't pass me by. You said bypass scale. They didn't pass me by, they pulled me in. And when they pulled me in, I was scared to death. Remember, I had just got, I was on my second ticket. There's another thing that happened here in Marten. I ain't had no tickets till I was at Stevenson. I didn't start getting tickets till I came here. But I'll get on that next. But yeah, he pulled me into the scale. And he seen I was over my drive. And you know how they look at you through the window. He was just looking at me. And I was like, I ain't even looking at him. I tried not to make eye contact. I looked away. I tried not to make eye contact with him. And he gave me the green light to go. I was like, whew, that was close. But yeah, as far as these tickets, I got my first ticket ever came on the back road. One of these little Georgia towns in Georgia. And he said I was going 55 and 50. He came past me the opposite direction. That's considered to be a warning, but it still counts. My next one came in Ohio on an off-ramp. Now this says sign saying no parking. I'm not even gonna lie about that. But it was like 4 or 5 other trucks. Now I didn't pull up in there to spend the night there. I just pulled there to get my 30. To get 30 minutes back so I can keep moving. So I'm behind. I'm the last truck. That's the problem. So I heard a knock on my door. Oh boy, it's the police. He's like, hey man, you know there's no parking here. So I ain't throw the other drivers in front of the bus, but I'm looking at them like, you don't see these other drivers out here also? Like, what, everybody got a ticket? And he's like, yeah, but you're parked right in front of the no parking sign. Like, the sign was literally right near the front of my truck. So, that's how. So I'm mad as shit. I was like, man, I can't believe you about to give me a ticket. And all of us are parked out here. I said, all right, bro. I said, go ahead, man. I said, do what you got to do. Bro. Here's my license, whatever. I had $100 ticket. So then my third ticket comes, Arkansas. You ever been to the one that's right, Arkansas is right beside Memphis, Tennessee, the rail yard, but it's considered to be in Arkansas. Cop hiding back in the woods. So I'm bobtailing coming down through there, going 55 and 50. I was like, because I had my cruise control on, so I was going 55. And the sign, I didn't see a sign saying 50. It was a split lane, double lane, so usually those are 55, 65. Obviously, this little town, it was a 50 mile an hour zone. And they tear truckers up. They sit there and prey on truckers all day. So I was one of the truckers he had got. And that was my third ticket. And that was my last ticket. So all this happened all last summer. Toward the end of the summer, middle of the summer, I got these tickets. And I've never gotten a ticket since I've been driving whole time I was at Stevenson. I don't think I was driving for Martin 3 months before that. The warning came for speeding. Before I got the warning for speeding. So that was crazy, man. But other than that, the only bad experiences I've had is this guaranteed pay thing. This guaranteed pay thing's a fraud, bro. They'll find a reason not to give you the guaranteed pay. Like the one dude, I heard him complaining because he was going home every week and he was getting too much guaranteed. Like, he was getting it every single week, non-stop. So he said something about they found a way to cut him out of it, or you can't believe everything everybody's saying. Yeah, so he said he wasn't getting his anymore either. He said he gets it every once in a while, but he still goes home every weekend. So then they start talking to 5 days. So you have to be driving or on load for 5 days. So if you send me home Friday, I don't come back out till Monday. You can't get the 5 days because pay starts on pay's processed on Tuesday about 3:30 in the afternoon. Get paid on Friday. So it doesn't work like that. That's not going to count for your 5 days. You have to go home on Saturday and come back out Monday. So if you go home Saturday afternoon, sometimes they'll send you home Friday night, late Friday night. You don't have to come out till Monday morning unless they schedule you for a load or something on a Sunday night. Then you're good. And maybe you can get it. I had times where I still didn't get the guaranteed pay. Even then, that's why I'd rather just get the miles. I'd rather get the miles. That way I don't have to worry about it. I don't expect to make $1,500, $1,600 a week. I've only been driving for a couple of years. And I don't have my hazmat. So that's another thing here where I could make more money and it would keep me from being able to just not be able to do certain loads if I had my hazmat. Tanker don't matter. They don't do them. I think they only got one place where they go where you need a tanker because of the fluid. It's only half-ass of the things. Like I've had fluid in the back of the truck before, but it's been filled all the way up to the top. These are like things that are like halfway filled, so it's just like being in a tanker where it swishes around. It pushes the truck around, so you have to have a tanker for that. But I plan on getting my hazmat. I need to get it. I plan on getting my hazmat because I don't know if I'm going Landstar or USA Truck or Schneider or wherever when I get my truck. I don't know where I'm going yet. Just yet. I'm checking in like 4 or 5 different places. I just haven't decided on which place is better. I'm still looking at guys' reviews. I'm looking at guys' posts on here about the company. I look at the good and the bad. I don't just look at the bad and be like, oh, I ain't going there. If that was the case, I never would have went to Steve's. I look at the good. So I want to know what it's like when times are good there, and I want to know what it's like when times are bad in the company. So people who mess themselves up and do dumb stuff, like I don't pay those videos anymore. Like, I don't have time for people crashing trucks, not saving money for breakdowns, all that kind of stuff. Like that's on you. That ain't up to the company to always have to hold your hand all the time. You want to be an owner operator, then you know to have money in your account. So yeah, so that's part 2 of my Martin review. Like I said, Martin is a good place to go if you don't want to make only 30-something cents a mile. If you want to make 50 cent or 55 cent, 56 cent is premium pay. I think it is. When you're going to be short from getting the guaranteed 1,000, they'll pay you premium pay. That way you make sure that you make over $500-600 a week. If you decide you're going to go home every single weekend, because you're not going to really get any miles if you go home every weekend, unless they run you up to Chicago or Indianapolis twice in 1 week, and that's not going to happen a lot of times. Like they had the railroad thing going to Chicago. Like she said, they don't even have that anymore. So I don't know what happened with that. A lot of companies are losing a lot of contracts. So I guess somebody else has that. I guess we were too late at Budweiser or whatever picking up. So that was actually coming out of Florida. going to Chicago Rail Yard, and they had the frozen foods in Atlanta going to the rail yard in Chicago. They don't have either one of them anymore. Or they may have one, but not the other. I don't know. She said nobody in her fleet has been going up there. So I told her I'd go up there. So she's my third fleet manager I've had. Because I had Pat Burrows, I had other dude when I first started. Now I have Lola, and she's my third fleet manager. She seems nice. She seems alright. She's not real pushy. She doesn't really push like, oh, you got to do this, you got to do that. She's just like, oh, all right, you don't want to do it, you don't want to do it. I'm not going to pay you for it then. And that's the end of the conversation. You know what I mean? I don't have to go back and forth arguing and fussing with her. That's why Pat gave me to her. I didn't get rid of Pat. Pat got rid of me on this fleet because I would cuss him out every once in a while trying to get me to do dumb stuff. So yeah, this is my part two of my Marten review. Like I said, Marten's a good company. It's an alright company. They have alright places to go to park, take your showers and stuff. The one in Pennsylvania is kind of that one in Pennsylvania, I don't know about that. And some of them guys, like some of the guys I don't trust. And the guys in Pennsylvania, I do not trust them when it comes to my truck. So I always make sure I make it to Atlanta, Indianapolis, or the Memphis yard. One of those 3 yards are the best yards that Marten had. I never been to the one in Texas or the one out west Wisconsin. I never been out there. So I'm just speaking for the ones in my region where I drive at, where the best yards to go to as far as getting getting the safety check and getting them to check your truck, period. Like the one in Pennsylvania, I don't even know why that was even open. I guess they got a contract up there for something. Michaels. I guess that Michaels contract and stuff is up there. That yard, them mechanics up there are terrible. Like, you get to work 8 o'clock, and by 10 o'clock, you're already taking a break. You haven't done anything. Like, he ain't even worked on my truck. He's already taking a break. I was like, man, this yard's the worst. It's the worst. So at least the Atlanta yard stays open 24/7. Not that they're always working, but they are working a lot. They do most of the time. You can get through in the middle of the night if you need a check in the middle of the night. You need a safety check in the middle of the night because you're on a load first thing in the morning or something like that. So that's my Marten review part 2 of that. I know I've already said it before, saying it again. I'm out TBE Trucking. Like and subscribe. I appreciate it.